Hello, welcome and welcome back to A Day Full of Budgets. I hope you're well. Today I'm doing my count up and cash condensing for November. So I'm going to go through all of my binders. I'm going to see what placeholders we've got in them, which represent what's in the bank, what cash we've got that can go back to the bank, and see what the total is. See how much we've managed to save, or if we have gone down. It's been quite a spendy month, so I'm not actually too sure. So we'll do it together and we will figure it out. So we will start in here. I have been through my purse envelopes and I've written the amounts down. This is going to be a long video, so I suggest tea and snacks, or coffee and snacks, or hot chocolate and snacks, or whatever your tipple is. Yes, because there's quite a lot of cash that needs to go back to the bank, and I always get in a fumble with that. So food and household, obviously I've still got the placeholders in. This video is slightly early, just because I'm going away, and I want the cash back in the bank. So I haven't checked in for week 5, but the envelopes that I know money has come out of, I won't include in my count up. So I'll hopefully get a relatively close figure. So I know that I won't have anything left in food and household. Fuel and charging hasn't got anything anyway. Family fun, nothing in the bank, but I had £35 in cash. My self-care, I have spent that money that's in the envelope, and I've got £5 in cash. Time for us has got 15 in the bank and £5 in cash. School has got 40. I do need to spend some of this, but I haven't done it yet. Clothes, we've emptied. Health and beauty, I've spent that. Kids has got 50, 65. Clubs has got 20, 35. School food has got 35. I'll need to spend from there as well, but I haven't done it yet. Home has got 85. I'm not taking all the placeholders out because it's a faff getting them in and out. Pets, I'm going to say no, we haven't got anything. I will leave the cash in there, and I'll take it out when I do my check-in, just because otherwise I'm going to get really confused. But yeah, that doesn't have anything in. I might move this over a little bit so you can see the categories. Is that better? Oh, I can't quite see the camera. I hope that's better. Right, so yeah, we'll leave, as I said, we'll leave that in. Little car has got 350, 375. So 375. Emergency slush fund. Actually, this has gone up. We'll just put 175 for now. I put all of the money left from the bank in here, which is about £25, I think, but I won't worry about that now. I've got to feel like I need to sneeze. Oh dear. Right, glasses has got 100 for now. We may end up using that towards my son's new glasses, but at the moment we're going to post him his old ones. Ooh, shoes, haven't spent that yet. Should I put that in clubs plus 100? I always forget that. There we go. Yeah, the ones that she's got usually come from America, so they're quite hard to get hold of at the moment and quite expensive. So I think the cheer school are going to change or allow, so they have to have like specific shoes. So they are talking about changing. So I haven't ordered any yet. Right, tech we have spent. Right, 100 envelope. Oops, I'm going to move the lid before I lose it. Ooh. So close. We will finish this in December, although I have started using the money, so it's not all in here. Right, so we've already used £1,300 and we have got 3,550 left. Yeah, 3,550. And this is for my son's accommodation fees at university. or half of. And then, yeah, just keep saving and saving and saving. So this should have 1,300 if the tracker is right. Yep, that's the 10k. So this is like the big emergency fund. Not that there's a huge amount in there, but it's okay. Save 6k. We did not add to this last month, so we've got 150. So 150 in the bank and 3 in coins. And then I'm not going to add all of this up, but we've got £74. We've not added on the save 7,000 with 7 dice. Yeah, so hopefully we'll add to both of those next month. My annual bills. Oh, this is where I get all confused. Right. And I need a calculator. So let's have a look what's in the bank first. So we've got 160 in boiler cover, 80 in salt, 100 in vets, 120 in prepayment certificate. So that's 460 in the bank. And then we have got, oh, I've got such an itchy nose from when I wanted to sneeze. Oh, hold on. I haven't got 460. I've got another 350 there. Hold on. 810. Is that right? That seems quite a lot. Hold on. 160, 80, 100, 120, 350. 810. Right. Let's just rub this out. Okay. So we've got 810. And then in cash, which I'll take back to the bank, we have got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20. So 120. So we've got 120 there. And then I'll add up the challenges as well. I haven't got my placeholders out. Let me just grab those. Oop, there we are. So wood's not complete, but I am going to pop it back to the bank anyway. Yeah, just because I want to be getting quite a bit more back into the bank. Ooh. So yeah, I'll use placeholders rather than a fully funded. So then I know that I need to add to that like I've done with car insurance. So we'll just add up the cash that we've got in the front. I'm not going to bank any of this until the challenges have been complete. So we've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70. But we will just condense it down. So that's 70 in there. Next challenge, I think has just got a 10. Yep, we'll pop that behind. Candy Cane Lane has got, we've just started that, 20. And then this November challenge has got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. So 160. So that's 260 in cash there. So if I add 120 and 810, we've got 1190, which is great. And I might put some of this back to the bank. So 20, 40, 60, 81. Yeah, let's put another 100 back to the bank. So plus 100. And we'll change up the placeholder. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll change that 3 to a 4. I've got one here. I could have put another 50 and then put a 5 in. No, I'll leave it for now. Right, and then we've got work. Oops. Sorry, just knocking my binders. I've got 300 in that envelope, and then I've got 500 in that one, so that's 800 for my work. that was not too painful, actually. That's usually a lot more painful than that. But yeah, we're doing really well with our annual bills. We're working on 2026 bills, which is amazing. So family annuals. Oh, I haven't got my binders out. Hold on. Here we go. What have we got in here? Or we can get a chunk of this back to the bank. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. Oh, 290. And then we have got, oh, hold on. So we've got 290, calculator. So 290 in the front one, and then we've got 20 there, and then we have, I'm sure we've got 10 in other gifting. We do, but I'm going to swap that for a 10. So it's 2 5s. Should I put it in there and then other gift next week? That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to make that 300, so then I can put it all back to the bank. Yeah. Okay, so we've got 320, and I'm going to put 300 back to the bank. And then when I do my other gift, when I do my cash stuffing for week 1, I'll make sure I put more into that front. I'm talking really slow. In code, in the back envelope, other gifting envelope. Oh my God, yes, that's what I mean. Okay, so we're going to put 300 in here. So you've got another 100 to go for that birthday. Awesome, and that's in February 26th. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how far ahead we are into 2026. Okay, right, next is freedom. So we did just empty this a couple of weeks ago. So we've got 15, and 15 is 30, 50, 60, 60. There we go. That's good. And then we've got the BBMU binder. Ooh. So we will not take any of this back to the bank. We will literally just add it up and condense it. So we have got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. So 60 will change for 20s. So it's 20, 40 and 60. And then Snailed It has got 10, 20, 30, 40, 45 and 50. So plus 50, we'll leave a 10 and get 2 20s. Okay. And then Studio Budget Lane, oops, has got 10, 15, 25, so plus 25. Hopefully, oh, can you see that? I'm not sure. There we go. So we'll leave 1 5 and we'll swap that for a 20. And then lastly, we have got the Rainbow Butterfly Saver, which has just got 10. So it's 145 in there. That's great. So 1, 4, 5. Okay. The 2K binder. Now, I'm wondering whether I get a piece of paper for this and write down all of the challenges separately. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I've got a notepad here. It's just from the kids when they do their the school do like a careers day. They always get notepads and pens, so I always use them. So I won't worry about this page for now, but I will write everything on here because I am going to take a lot of this back to the bank. I think there is probably yeah, quite a lot in here. Yeah, I reckon there's maybe £800-900 in here, and I've not taken any back to the bank yet. So it might be less actually because I've completed some challenges. But anyway, we're going to do it as one total. So I'll have the total, and then back to bank amount. Yeah, because that's how I do it, isn't it? Yeah, I don't then put it into the placeholder. No, I leave it in cash. Oh, just confused myself then. Right, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 15, 20, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 20. If I leave 20, hold on, so 124, and we're going to take 100 back to the bank. Doesn't matter what the challenge is because it's all going into the same pot in the bank. Right, so I need 100 placeholder, and this is where I think I might get unstuck with placeholders. So I've got 124 in that challenge, because there's no way I'm keeping £400 in here to get it finished. Not when I could be earning the pennies in the bank. It makes me feel better not having so much cash in the house, because after the last count up I still had quite a lot, and it just, I wasn't comfortable with it. So I've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, 30, 45. So 145. And I'll take 100 back to the bank. So, yeah, that's right. 100. Okay. And then banana llama. Little coins in here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 100. And we're going to take all of that 100 back to the bank. Yeah. Okay. Get the coins out. Not very delicate, am I? Oh dear. Right. Right. Next one has got, oops, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 115. So 115. So it's another 100 back to the bank. Keep that. Okay, how is everybody? Sorry, I realised that I'm being quiet. I'm trying to concentrate. Okay, I Spy has got 20, 40, 50, 63. So 63, and we'll take 50 back. Yeah. Ooh. So it's going to make the next month even harder to count up. Okay. So we have got 10, 20, 30, 40, 55, 56, 56. And we'll take 50 back. Gosh, that's £500 we're taking back already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 50. I'll sort that out in a minute. Right, 25 jars. It's got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5 and 10. So 110, another 100 back to the bank. Okay. It's very satisfying doing this, I have to say. And then Pyramid of Pounds, still quite new, so I don't think we'll be able to do anything. So we've got 32 in there. Oops, 32. Okay. So let's add up. Oh God, that's so much thinner now. Let's see what we've got in our challenge binder. So we've got 124, 145, 100, 115, 63, 56, 110 and 32. Is that right? 124, hold on. 124 plus 145 plus 100, 115, 63, 56, 110 and 32. Yep, 745. That's way too much cash to have in a binder. So we would have had more, but I moved the cash from the challenges we've completed to where they need to be. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 back to the bank. Just going to put that total in there, 745. Wowsies, £600. Okay, let's move the notepad. And then we've got the 1.5 saver, which also we need to take back to the bank. But I'm going to use some fully funded placeholders that I've got here. I don't know how many I need. I've got 4 there because we have completed some of these challenges. Do you know what? I'm going to do a notepad again. So cash back to bank. Okay, so we have got in that bow though 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92. So 200 back to the bank, 200. Right, there's definitely going to be a wedge going back. Let's grab a pen and we'll just write on here 200. Oh, and the sun's starting to go down already. The sun's setting so early at the moment. Right. Oops. If you need me, call me on my shell. It's got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, and 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So 130, and I am going to put the 100 back to the bank. As I said, I definitely need all this in the bank. It's just too much in the house. Right, what do I need? 100 placeholder. I'm running out. There we go. Fun fives has got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95 and 100. Put that back to the bank as well. But that is that challenge complete. So just write on here. There we go. And then we haven't started any of the others. So we have got 430 pounds with 400 going back to the bank. Brilliant. So 430 and then 400. Amazing. Right, let's continue with this one. Oh, so I have written in Christmas because I'm tracking it like separately. I'm trying to keep my envelopes, so these envelopes, up to date, but I'm really not doing a very good job. So yeah, so we've just got 1,848 left in the bank for Christmas. Nope, that's not that one. Is it? Yes, it is. It is that one. So Cheer Travel has got 435 in the bank because we spent from that, and 20 in cash. And 100 Hearts of Joy I will leave in cash because this is for our trip up north, but let's condense these coins. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we have got 20, 40, 60, 75, 77. Okay, I'm just going to move this stuff that's in this corner because I keep knocking it. There we go. got a big baggy jumper on today, so the sleeves are quite big. My self-care has got 50 in the bank, and then 20, 30 and 40. Just swap out those 10s. There we go. Driving lessons has got £250 in the bank, and then 20, 40, 60, 80, ooh, 90. So we'll just put 50 back to the bank. Haven't put any of that back, have I? No. So that's going to make that 300. That's good. So 340. Health is wealth has got 1,250. That will be gone next month. 100 envelope has got 20, 40, 60, 70 and 80. Yeah, this one. I won't put any of it back to the bank until I've completed that, because otherwise I'll get too confused in my bank pots. And then we've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70 in the 10k. But I'll swap the two 10s for a 20. You wouldn't believe it's like 20 past 1 in an afternoon. It's so dark. Okay. That is that. We are not too far from being done. So, okay. Right. Cabin break is in a separate binder because I'm just reaching across. In a slightly separate binder, got some new little additions on there. Because this is going to be the start of a new binder for the new year. So we've got 240 in the bank. And then I've got 15 in cash. So when the challenges from the 2k challenge binder are finished, they're going into here. And that's all that's in that one at the moment. So I'm just going to put that up there. Now, Barcelona, I haven't written on here because I wasn't going to start it and then I decided to. So I'm just going to do that so I know what's what. I think I cheated and just put 25 in there. I did. Right. So let's just get that started. Leap and multiply. It's got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 5, 10, 12. So 112. I don't know what to do with that. I'm going to leave it in cash for now. I'm going to check how many pots that I've got left in my Monzo and my Starlin. And see if I've got space for another pot, then I might bank it, but at the moment I won't. So Sudoku roll, we did finish. So I can unstuff this and I can get this paid on the mortgage. So actually let's take it out. Oh, there we go. Because we don't need that in there anymore. So we've got 300 in the bank. And then we've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 95, that's 105. Just separate those. So that's 105. And that whole 105 is going to go back to the bank, and then we will get that paid off. I will include it in my numbers because it is going to be sat in the bank for a few days. well, probably about a week until my standing order goes out. So that's that. Right, and then, oh god, there's a wodge in this challenge. So this is the savings book. So Sophia's savings challenges volume 2. And we've got £580 in the bank. Now, I was going to wait and complete the challenge. Oh, that's what I've been completing the challenge and then banking the money. But the last 3 challenges are over £500 each, and I really don't want to keep that amount in the binders. I don't mind like 100-ish, but yeah, when it's get to that sort of amount, I like to be earning interest on it. So let's count the cash section. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, so that's 300, and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 10, 15, 20, 25, so 425, so 425, so what's that, 9, oh, 1005, look at that, that's right, isn't it? Yep. And we're going to take 400 back to the bank. Amazing. So we're going to leave a 20 and they're all not great 5s, but never mind. Okay, so we'll leave 25 there, and then we're going to put all this back to the bank. Right. Ooh. So that's 1,000 then in here. Should we just do that now while I remember? Yeah, look, this is disgusting, but it still works. So you don't have to ditch it just because it's got residue on it. So 1,000, is residue the right word? Probably not. Anyway, £1,000 in the bank. And this is going towards our Barcelona holiday. So I'll be using 2 challenges for our Barcelona holiday. I'll be using this one and the like save and roll one as well. So, oh, look at that, so thin now. 4 Seasons, which is saving for the school summer holidays, has got 250 in the bank. And we've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 105. Ooh, 105. We'll put 100 back to the bank. So that's 355 we've got for the school holidays. Amazing. So let's 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91. Yeah. Oops. So we'll swap that 2 for 3. Amazing. So good to be, you know, getting lots of 2026 saved for. And Rainbow Geometric has got 250 in the bank. And 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45 and 50. So 150. So we'll take that whole 150 back to the bank. So 2 3, so that makes that 400. That's doing so well. Whoop, can't get it in. There we go. We'll swap these out for a 400 placeholder. Ooh, I hope I've got another one. Yeah, I do, luckily. So I'll pop that in there. So 400, and we're not even finished the second row, which is great. And that is nice and thin. Okay, so the last one we've got left is the leftover binder. Now, I have already put 25 on there, and that's because the money from the end of week 5, so the food money and the miscellaneous money, goes into this binder. So although it's not in here yet, it will be. So, and I've still got that cash, so that's why I put it in there. I have emptied. I've taken out the empty wallets in here because those challenges won't be replaced. Right, let's get the calculator. And this is going to have a lot of coins in. So we have got £13 in vitamins. We've got £15 in Boost 2025. See what coins we've got in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is 6 in there. And then the Hedgehog Challenge is full of coins. So we've got 10 in a note, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 makes that 10 and 3. Okay, so we've got 23 there. And then the Lysa has got 30. So there's £87 in there. So plus the 25, so 112. Nice. Okay, I am going to get some bags for this, and then I'm going to start adding it up. Okay, I've just given myself a little bit of rejig on the desk so I can add this up a bit easier. So I'll fast forward this while I add it all up. Okay, so we have got £3,628 in cash, and then I'm going to add the 13,188 in the bank, gives us a grand total for the end of November of £16,816, which is fabulous. I'll check in a minute if that went up or down from last month because I can't quite remember, but I'm just going to add up the back to the bank amount. So we're going to take back £2,325, still leaving quite a bit of cash in the binders, so I might have another little look at that, but for now that's fine. Okay, so last month we had 16,528, so we've had a small rise, so 16,816, take off 16,529, which means we have had an increase of £287, which I am so pleased with. We've had a really spendy month. Obviously we started spending for Christmas. I've bought some quite big items this month. So yes, I think next month it probably won't, but we'll see what we can do. So having a look then at my sheet, and yes, I have coloured in all of the suns. Are you proud of me? Let's write in here the total. So we have got 16,816. Do you know, my dream would be to get over 20. I think I might aim for that next year. We'll see. Right, let's count this cash and see what that we've got enough. I'm just figuring out how I'm going to do this. It's going to be a slow process because I'm really not great at counting the cash, and this is a lot, so bear with me. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, they stuck together, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40, 60, 80, wow, 1,000, and 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 80. So that's 1,380 in 20s. Put all this back together. Oh my gosh. Cannot pick it up. There we go. Let's do the tens. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1. 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 93. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 94. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. Yeah. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 96. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 97. And 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So 780. Right. Let's have a look at the fives. We've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. So plus 130. And then we've got a bag of 20 and then 15. So we've got plus 35. Yes, yes, we've done it. So we have got £2,325 going back to the bank for the end of November. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take the first 2 weeks cash stuffing and savings challenges money out of this, and then the rest is going to go back to the bank. So we are just going to do this. Let's just lift this up a bit. Can you get that in the shot? No idea. Maybe, just about. There you go, there's the thumbnail. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all of your support on my channel. Honestly, I really appreciate every single one of you. Everyone that takes the time to like videos, to comment, to interact me on my limited use of Instagram. But I really do appreciate being in this community and have the small number of what I'm going to call friends in this community that I've made as well. So thank you to you all. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. I'm not quite sure when this is going up, but I hope you're having fun. You're getting into the festive spirit if you celebrate Christmas. And yeah, I will speak to you all really soon. Bye.